So college applications are starting to come out, and people are starting to have to apply for college. It's a pretty stressful time for people like me.
Are you
being a
applying?
senior. Yeah.
Where are you gonna apply?
I don't know, like a lot of places.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Cry.
Don't cry, Ben. Why don't you go talk to Miss McGann?
I could go talk to Miss McGann. She's like right in there in the guidance office. So why don't we go check out an interview about the college application presentation, which I'm guessing Miss McGann is gonna have.
Go check it out.
Hi, I'm John Maxey here talking with Ms. McGann about some major college events coming up. Hi, Ms. McGann, how are you?
Good morning, how are you?
Good. So I hear there's a few different events coming up in the upcoming months for seniors, going to college. The first one is the college rep visits. So when's that taking place?
Correct. I'm really excited to come back for the second year at Norristown, and now that I am here from the beginning to the end, I have a lot more control over what is going on. So the college rep visits that are coming to Norristown is an ever-growing list. Right now I have 25 schools already booked, and it's not just for seniors, because if you only start to think about college senior year, you're kind of in trouble. So definitely I want juniors and even really serious sophomores to go to these presentations. Okay. So at the moment I have 25 schools that are booked. They're all listed in Naviance. And for instance, the first school that is coming to visit is Harcum. Harcum is a 2-year trade school. They're known for vet tech, dental hygiene. But then the next day, I have University of Pennsylvania coming, and that's an Ivy League college in Pennsylvania. So I'm really trying to get the scope out there from everything from 2-year to a trade school, to a 4-year, to a state school, to even Ivy League colleges.
So there's a big selection of different.
There's a huge selection. There's over 5,000 colleges in the world, or not the world, but you really want to, if you sit in front of me, we need to narrow this amount down. I need to know, I want to stay in PA. Great, let's look at all the PA schools. Oh, I really want to move to California. Okay, so we need to start to narrow it down. So one of the ways that I'm doing it is to expose juniors and seniors to the different colleges out there so they can sit with the rep. They can have an intimate conversation about GPA and scholarship and what's the likelihood that I might be able to get in, so I don't waste my time applying for this $50 school. So the person who comes to the college rep visit usually is the person reading your application.
So is there a select date for this event yet?
Yes, the 25 schools that are booked, it's in Naviance, and I really want to encourage kids to log on to Naviance, because that way you don't have to depend on the news or your friends or your mom. You can always go on Naviance and see the upcoming schools, and all you have to do is click sign me up, and I will give you a pass. So every time a new school comes and I book them, I put it in Naviance, and the list is ever growing and changing. So right now, third week of school, we have 25 schools booked. Some of them are G. Madeline Cosmetology, Cabrini College, Alvernia. We have Edinburgh, which is a state college, Automotive Training Center for someone who might want to go into cars, all the way down to schools in Connecticut and Maryland. So I really want to give kids here the scope of the different options that they have moving forward.
So this is happening?
This is happening mainly, I have like four schools in September. I try not to book too many in September because you're just coming back, you're trying to settle. The bulk of it is October and November, and then it starts to slow down in December.
So it'll be a few days.
It will be 3 to 4 months worth of college that they heavily recruit and come out during this time.
Okay. So how should students find, how do they find out about this? How do you want them to
I definitely
sign on?
want them to go on Naviance. Everyone has an email account, or everyone has a 6-digit code, and they know how to get into the system. When I do my senior presentations, I also teach them how to navigate it. So Naviance is this wonderful, great college application process tool that you can do research. You could look at college compare. You can even do a selective list of find me a 4-year college that's all girls and a certain religious affiliation. So it's a really wonderful tool that Norristown was very generous to buy, because not all high schools have this package. And to have it, you're very lucky, because you can take hours of research down to one website, the Naviance package.
So the college rep visits, those are going to be during the day?
Those are all during the day. I understand that, I would never want to have kids not be inconvenienced. So it is all during the day. Usually I try to avoid the lunchtime periods. So you can either sign up for like a 9:15 presentation or a 1 o'clock. So that therefore, of course, students are responsible for their missed work, but I understand that lunch is important. So I never tried to book it during lunch unless, there was no other option.
Okay. Well, will these visits can parents come during the day too, or is there going to be a separate
Absolutely.
event?
Any presentation that I have, nighttime, daytime, parents are always welcome because I feel the more support you have at home, we're supporting you here, your guidance counselor is supporting you, I'm supporting you, your teachers are supporting you, your principals are, and then you go home and if no one's supporting you, then it's like, oh, it's so easy to go watch TV. If your parents are also on board and they're educating themselves and you're having that conversation with them on a daily basis, then everybody's on board. So anything that I have, all parents are always welcome.
Okay. So the parents you said are welcome to this one.
Of course.
But there's another event coming up shortly after this, correct?
Correct. I'm going to team up with Mr. Palladino, who's our new athletic director, and we are going to do a nighttime presentation for parents. So
Okay.
right now during the day, I meet with seniors and I do a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation. I take that same presentation and I bring it to the nighttime event for parents. And I try to bribe them by making it a dessert night, because after work you're tired. You don't want to go
Yeah.
out to the high school. I know I don't. So therefore I try to bribe them and I call it a college application dessert night / NC Clearinghouse. And that will be October the 9th at 6:30. So you can come in at 6 and have some dessert and have some coffee and take some flyers and pamphlets and listen to my presentation from 6:30 to 7:30 and then listen to NC Clearinghouse from Mr. Palladino from 7:30 to 8:30.
So for the NCAA Clearinghouse, what does that entail?
That is definitely for athletes who are serious about Division I or Division II, and that's probably going to be an athlete in the freshman, sophomore, and junior year because there's a whole application that you have to do. So it is for athletes, and it's an organization that oversees your academics to make sure that everything is legit before you go off to college and get scholarship money and play for the school, but at the same time, you are a student there as well. So if you're planning on going to Division I and II, and you are looking to study at a four-year college that might be recruiting you, you definitely should come to that nighttime event.
Okay. For the nighttime event, are you going to be the only presenter, or are you going to have college reps there too, besides Mr.?
That's actually an excellent point. Because last year's presentation, I saw how it was. That's why I split it up in two chunks,
Yeah.
so that if you're only interested in Clearinghouse, you don't have to come to the 6 o'clock
Make
event.
it more convenient.
I think that his presentation and mine is already kind of 2 hours. I mean, I hear what you're saying, and maybe in the future I can incorporate that, but I think that parents have the opportunity to go to the college
Come
fair
during
and
the
they
day,
can,
too.
right. So I think if I had reps come, it would be like a 3-hour presentation and no one wants to hang out to 9:30.
So one more event that we
Yes.
could touch on
Yes.
is the college fair coming up. I know that's a big one.
It's huge. I'm very proud of the college fair. It's our greatest event. It's going to be on September 24th during the day, and parents are welcome. And I plan on having 100 reps come. Again, the same people that read your applications, and seniors will get to tour it. Juniors will get to tour it for the first time. So it's exciting.
Okay.
And I'll be starting to put that information out.
Well, that sounds great. It really does. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, definitely. This is, I have 25 schools booked so far. I really want serious-minded students to come down, ask intelligent questions, maybe Google the school first, make sure they have the major that you're looking for because you will be missing class, and I welcome you the opportunity to come. I try to get a free fee waiver from these representatives so that we can help lower your application fee costs as well. So please sign on to Naviance, go to the college button, and view upcoming visits, and then put sign me up.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm John Maxey here talking with Ms. Wiegand about some upcoming college events. If you're interested, just go on Naviance and sign up. Now back to the Eagles Eye.